Hello and welcome to the Paddy Power Perfect Challenge. I'm Emma Payton, and alongside me for the long haul, for the duration, we have the former World Darts Champion, Mark Webster. We are coming to you live from Manchester and from London. That's going to make a little bit more sense in just a moment. But our focus today, the aim, we want to settle one of the longest running debates in sport. Which is the hardest to achieve? Is it the 147 in snooker? Is it a 9-darter in darts? Or is it a hole-in-one in golf? Yeah, tough question. And I know you've got a lot of opinions as well. We're going to get started very shortly. But just to let you know, the trader bots at Paddy Power have the 9-darter at the moment as the odds-on favourite to happen first, and they are offering all viewers a free bet on the first out of the 3 to be achieved. You've got about 5 minutes until we get started here. We'll be starting the timer in 5 minutes' time, so just log into your Paddy Power account and you can grab that free bet. We're going to tell you how it works in just a moment as well. I am so excited for this. Have no idea what is going to happen today. Do you have a kind of strong opinion on which one you think is the hardest?
I've stayed out of it, hasn't it? This opinion over the years, but I've got to say something today. Look, I think the guys behind Michael and Luke will be favourites at the 9-darter. I think it's the easiest of the 3.
Is the easiest?
I think so.
Wow.
Well, I've hit it, so it must be quite easy in the past. But yeah, I'm trying to put a bit of pressure on these guys. I think they'll hit one today. So the snooker's quite time-consuming. That'll be tough. And golf is it's just one shot, isn't it? So they get a lot of opportunities. But I'm agreeing with Paddy Power. I think the favourites will be the darts.
Interesting. Obviously, you've hit a 9-darter. Have you hit one on TV before? Because we've got a lot of cameras on the go here.
I hit one on a stream, but I don't know how much
it's
it got.
I
know, it's not the same. I went on to lose the game as well, so the less said about that, the better.
How many did you sort of tend to hit in practice?
Not many. I've probably hit about 10 throughout my career, sort of thing. But it was kind of one of them. If you just throw in, you just have a go. But yeah, not a great deal. So obviously not as many as these guys, but it is tough. But I think it's easier than the other 2.
OK, Mark has kind of teased the players that we've got involved in this. We have some of the biggest names in sport involved in this challenge. He mentioned a couple of the dart players, so let's just show you them now. They're ready, they're gearing up. Can they hit a 9-darter? We're going to find out, aren't we? We have got the current world #1 and reigning world champion Luke Humphries, and also that man there as well, the 3-time world champ Michael van Gerwen. They're going to be going head-to-head on the oche to see if they can throw 9 perfect darts. And then just across the studio, literally a few metres away, we have another 2 former world champions in Mark Williams and Shaun Murphy. So they're going to be battling it out to try and hit a maximum break. Shaun Murphy, by the way, if you didn't already know, I feel like everyone knows this, been quite vocal about it, haven't you, Shaun? Yeah, he claims that he has achieved the Holy Grail. He says he's done all 3. So we're going to get more on that later. We're going to be chatting to him about that. We have a couple of official referees here as well. Of course we do, because we need to make sure the scoring is all, correct and in terms. We've got Kirk Bevins, who is looking after the darts for us, an official PDC referee, and we've also got Colin Humphries as well over at the snooker table to make sure the scoring is all in order and correct there. So that is darts and snooker then. Of course, golf, very much a big part of this challenge today as well. So let's head down to London now, where we can see Georgie Bingham. Georgie, good to see you. How's it all going down there?
Good afternoon, Emma. It's cold. We've got a wind behind, and our golfers today will be attempting to play a par 3, 141 yard here, just on the outskirts of London. And I've got the big names here with me as well. This is the hole that we'll be playing today, and here are our intrepid golfers, pro and amateur, I should point out. I've got Matt Wallace, PGA Tour Pro. I've got Ross Fisher, the DP World Tour Pro, and then we're going up in height. I've got Crouchy. Hello, Peter Crouch.
How are you?
I've got Tony Bellew.
Hello.
As well, a recent convert to golf in the last few years. And I've got Mr. Paddy Power. And we will be attempting the hole-in-one, which, as we all know, is by far the hardest feat in golf. I'm going to demonstrate in sport. I'm going to demonstrate it now. Matt Wallace, how many tournament hole-in-ones do you have in your career?
2.
OK. Ross?
3.
3. That's 5 between 2 men. One of them is 20 years a pro, 20 years on tour.
20 years on tour.
And Matt, 10 now?
8.
8.
9, yeah.
OK, so that's how hard it is. Gentlemen, any hole-in-ones you'd like to tell me about?
No.
No? OK, maybe today, Peter?
Absolutely not.
Tony, you're allowed. You've only just started playing golf. You're a baby in terms of some of these guys, but you're a pretty
Just
good
want to
golfer,
hit
by the
it.
way. Paddy Power, ever had a hole-in-one?
I did hit the green once or twice on a par 3, but that's about as close to the game, yeah.
And why are you here, Paddy? Because you could be in the warmth of a studio.
Well, I could be in the warmth of a studio, but look, we priced this up, right, and which of the 3 is going to be the one that's going to happen today. So, like a 9-darter is obviously easy. That's 8 to 11. It's odds on to be the winner of the 3. It's 11 to 2 for a 147, which would be a bit more difficult, but it's 12 to 1 for a hole in one. So I'm here for that big moment. I know I could get a 9-dart if I went there, but this is the outside chance. This is when I really want to test myself. So I'm. Truth is, to be honest, there is a very small chance I could get a hole in one. There's 0 chance I get a 9-darter or a 147. So there are people betting on it though, and I just want to say this is a bit of crack, right? So there's a lot of healthy debate about which is which, and some people are getting really firm and they're digging their heels in about which one they think is the hardest. But the reality is we're having a bit of crack today. So if you are having a few quid on this, remember we're certainly having the crack. So keep between the ditches and do it responsibly.
Okay, so you're allowed to have a bit of fun, but remember that's all it is today. Gentlemen, what are you hitting, Matt?
Pitching wedge.
Of course, yeah.
Imagine. Ross?
Same pitching wedge also.
Pitching wedge as well. Wind behind. Green is quite firm, but will take spin, which is something that we can all dream of, unless we're these two. When these two are tired, then I will give the other 3 a run off the tee as well. And we will keep you up to date. And one thing I can say, Emma, is that I reckon a hole-in-one is easier to do quicker than a 147 or a 9-darter. So that's the only way that I'm hoping that we'll get some glory today, is that we can get one right off the bat, but you can come back to us whenever you like.
We certainly will do. Georgie, thank you very much. Right, before we begin, just going to give you a very quick rundown of the rules. It is so simple. In each sport, the players will play a normal leg if it is darts, a normal frame if it's snooker, a normal hole if it is golf. But the moment a perfect score is no longer possible, they are going to start again. So we are aiming to see as many 9-darters, as many 147s, as many hole-in-ones as possible. And look, we might get none, which maybe shows you just how hard each of them are. Before we get started as well, I said earlier, I know this is a huge debate, and Paddy talked about it there. People have some very, very firm opinions. But a reminder for you, if you are watching on X, just quote this feed on your X feed and comment which one you think will be done the most times. If you're watching on Facebook, just write exactly that, but in the comment section, 1 correct answer from X, 1 correct answer from Facebook. Each will be selected to win a pair of tickets to the PDC World Darts Championship, not just the tournament either, but to finals night on January the 3rd. What a brilliant event it should be. The competition closes an hour into the stream, so get your thoughts, get your comments in as early as possible. Right, everyone, are we ready to go? We're ready? Yeah, OK, I think we're ready. 2 hours on the clock, please. On your marks. Get set. Let's go.
Over, lads. If you hit 147 that easy, I think it settles everything, doesn't it?
Oh.
That's Shaun, MJ.
Yeah. I mean, have a little look at that. It's so funny that Luke is getting involved in the snooker as well. I mean, early stages, isn't it? But this is what we like to see.
Well, Shaun thought it was done, didn't he? But recapping now, I'm assuming.
Shows what I know.
Well, it's so funny because turning up here today, had a word with Shaun to start with, and he was saying, we'll definitely get a 147 today.
It's almost certain.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we won't, but somebody will somewhere.
Somebody will. Well, it's got to be one of you two. I don't think we're going to be up on the snooker table playing.
We could splash the reds everywhere, couldn't we, and try and help ourselves.
Okay, let's break away from the snooker and from the darts and head to the golf, because Georgie said earlier, didn't she, that, well, maybe the one that would happen quickest of the lot would be golf, and there's already been some action. So let's head back to Georgie.
I mean, from here it looks like it's...
I can't even tell you how close we've been to a hole-in-one here. We're not talking just sitting on the edge of the cup, but the boys are getting quite a lot of spin with pitching wedge. So let me show you, because Ross hit within kind of 3-4 foot with his first ball, and then Matt Wallace, I'll show you on replay, has, what was it, your third ball? Yeah. Took you a couple to get your eye in. This is Ross's opening shot, which is really not a bad start, quite frankly. I do expect you guys to get off to a fast start.
Thank you.
There we go. I mean, that's
wow.
That's actually spun away from the hole. So if you could just control your spin, please, that'd be great.
Thanks for the tip.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm so generous today. And then let me show you also the one that's gone closest so far. Matt, do you want to come in and have a look if you like?
No, that's
oh, no, this is Ross as well. Look. It's all about you, Ross.
Yeah, the cameraman's loving, right?
Are you, just out of interest, you're hitting a pitching wedge, not a full one, presumably?
The first few were a little off of a full one.
All right, that's
but
not bad.
The wind is picking up and then it's dropping. So
here, Matt.
This is Matt's effort here, which looks really close.
We can't feel the wind here, I should say, and the wind is behind. So the boys are trying to
pitch
for
long.
that.
Okay.
Oh, it's not that close.
It's
not that good, really.
Yeah,
Quite frankly, Emma, you can have a smack
Yeah,
again.
it was absolutely dreadful. I mean, he wouldn't be happy with that
We'll
while
just
he's on
carry on
tour.
the
No,
climb.
not at all.
How about that?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're going to stay with us. Here we go. So Matt on the tee.
He just hit it.
So Matt and Ross will hit
right
until
out
they're
of the game,
tired,
isn't
and then we'll let Peter Crouch and Tony
Spin
Bellew
left.
and Paddy
Spin
Power
left. Oh,
loose on it.
bit more
That's a little bit
downwind.
long. So the pin will give the boys an idea of the wind, but we are in a very sheltered little dell here, which is lucky. My little life as a golf person tells me not to talk in someone's backswing. That's pretty close.
Good shot.
Not bad.
Really?
That's about a foot.
I
I'm
think
not very
you're-
good
I
at
think
actually measuring. Am I a bit
You're
out?
very kind.
Am I very
there,
kind?
yeah.
I'm kind, all right. What are you boys going to be hitting later? Tony Bellew, what club do you think you're going to hit?
I've got a driver. The way these
Driver?
boys, yeah, just a driver.
All right. Peter?
9-iron I've got.
9-on. Okay,
9-iron,
pretty
yeah.
good. Paddy Power?
I think I'm going to hit a 9 as well. I'm going to try a punchy one. Don't know how to do that, but I'll try it and see what happens.
Okay. Have you had lessons from our pros this morning?
No, not quite. Then I heard them giggling while I was practicing. I think they were telling jokes to each other, though.
Can I just quickly point out that Peter Crouch, long time Paddy Power ambassador, has turned up this morning without any golf clubs. He's actually turned up this morning with no golf clubs at all. Peter, would you like to explain yourself?
I thought they were at home, but they were in the golf club, and I left it like half.
I just hear excuses, Peter.
Yeah, there's a lot of excuses.
I just hear
yeah,
excuses.
no.
Anyway, when he can't hit a hole-in-one, that's going to be his excuse.
So if you actually get the hole-in-one with my club, is it really my
but
hole-in-one?
you can-
Full of excuses today. Have a little look at Mark Williams, by the way. Having a little look at the snooker. We've got 6 reds left. You can still see that. And it looks like, oh, we're getting close. Yeah, I don't want to put too much pressure on the players because we are right next to the
I'm a bit
table.
mesmerised by this as well.
Nicely done.
This is going to get dead here, isn't it?
Well, Shaun Murphy, you told us this would be on pretty quickly. It looks like you were right.
Mark Williams is one of the best players of all time, like, you know.
He's not doing something there.
He
though.
wasn't as optimistic as you. Right, what's he thinking here?
Well, he's just left the cue ball in an awkward place, so getting to the black now is almost impossible. You can only probably best leave it somewhere on this side cushion. But I know. One of the challenges of the 147 is that the configuration is never the same. So you're constantly having to make a new challenge. You're having to defeat a new challenge. And then that's gone wrong.
But we got close. So it is over.
Oh.
Got so close.
I know, ridiculously close. You could see the reaction. When he played the shot, he knew. He's like,
well done, Mark. We go again. We go again. So we've come pretty close already in golf, really. Reasonably close in snooker. And actually, people were saying that the 9-darter was going to be the easiest.
I did hear the roar from Mike about 2 minutes ago, so there's a 180 to start.
I mean, speak on darts, because a 9-darter, I mean, historically, people were given prize money for hitting 9-darters.
Yeah, there was. It was obviously they've stopped the prize money now because they get hit so frequently, aren't they? I think there's a real good incentive at the Worlds that Paddy Power have implemented, so it'll be interesting this year. But yeah, it was getting hit. They're getting hit so regularly. I mean, back when I played, there was obviously a rolling pot that would go over and over, and it was like £400 a tournament. It'd get up to like sort of 15 grand. That's how long it took. So completely different now. The quality levels are there, and players are just so likely now. And we got two of the best here, so hopefully.
I mean, you say that we see them sort of more often these days, but even when you look at numbers, I mean, Michael's hit 10 on TV, Luke's hit a couple, Phil Taylor's record was 11 on TV. That's not loads, is it? When you think of Phil Taylor, the sort of length of, you know, his career and 16-time world champion.
Yeah, obviously, with Phil, it was a lot more methodical. These guys are rhythm players, so I think they're very much first dart merchants.
It's just keeping an eye on
I was going to say, yeah, I just glanced down the bottom there. They are getting really close.
I think a lot of, when you speak to kind of general people about this debate, a lot of people think generally the hole-in-one is the easiest. I say that in quotation marks, because there are amateur golfers, you know, just kind of casual golfers who have, you know, been lucky and got a hole-in-one before, whereas a 9-darter, unless you're a professional
of course.
darts player.
We'll glance at the snooker then. What was it? A couple of mil, the ball didn't roll, and the shot's gone. So there's barely any margin for error. Obviously, with the darts, you've got the aid. If you can stay on the treble for the first 6 darts, you can use guides. You can get a deflection. I suppose that's the argument some people make for it. But the actual completion of the 9-dart, you've got to switch around the board, so it is tricky. Getting the first 6 darts in is the easy part. It's the switching around the board and just holding yourself together on whether it be double 12 or double 18 is generally where it ends.
I think there's an assumption as well that even chatting to Luke Humphries when he got here, and he was saying, I haven't hit a 9-dart in practice for weeks. So I think there's an assumption that you kind of do it every practice session.
I drove up with Luke and he was saying, I haven't hit one for a while. He's just casual about it. It's not affecting him. It doesn't mean he's the world number one, he's the world champ, but it's just, it's about winning games, winning matches, but if you can find the perfect leg, it adds to the drama.
Especially when you have people like Luke Littler who's firing them in. If you spoke to someone on the street, they'd say, hold on a sec, I swear he's piled like a few in this year, and he has.
He's wide 4 in the last 3 weeks, doesn't he, at the Grand Slam?
He makes it look very easy. So.
But just players go through spells, and they look at what Michael almost did them back-to-back, didn't he, against James Wade those years ago at the Worlds, and that was just incredible. That would have been something. But it's just when they find their rhythm, they feel like they can't miss, and that's why you expect to see him, and it's kind of why I put a bit of pressure on the guys. I should have done that, but they are 2 of the best in the world.
Talking of pressure, I feel like it's quite precious in here, isn't it? Because we're trying to sort of speak quietly. We're just, as you can see, we're just kind of like pitched up in the middle of both.
Yeah.
But we don't want to speak too loud.
I'm trying to keep my voice down there. I've only been I went to watch snooker and Mark was playing, and I'm like, Victory, you've got to give them the respect, and they want to concentrate, so try and keep my voice down.
But I think, I mean, Shaun touched on it a minute ago when we were watching Mark, that there are so many variables in snooker, aren't they?
Not
only have you got to pot the 36, but you've got to. It's all about, you know, where the balls end up and where they're placed.
I can't get over how they control the cue ball. I've obviously played it in my local club now and then, but it's just, I think it's a ridiculously hard game to play, and I'm just full of respect for the 2 guys. The control, obviously, to keep staying on the black as well. Yeah, we're told there's a chance now. Mark's confident.
Mark, you can talk us through this. I know he did, didn't he? Mark, what are you thinking in terms of, obviously, managing to set up for the next ball?
Just to try and leave angles on the reds to get back for the black. It's a bit different there because you can't go up for another colour, so you have to get the right side of the reds to come back for the black all the time. But
looking there now, Mark, as well. Which ones are the problems?
There's none. No, this is
I can see plenty of problems.
This is perfect.
You're really helping me.
No issue here.
As good as over the cushion these are.
Whether or not you can handle the pressure is different, but these are perfect. Yeah, this is good.
There's none.
Wow.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Come on, Shaun.
It's gone wrong.
You can get on the black very good as well. I'll leave it high. It's perfect. What
See?
What is on about? Perfect.
It's perfect for you, isn't it?
So I quite like seeing this as well, where you guys are working together.
Yeah, I prefer working against him, really. Nice shot. Should swap over halfway. We have a go at the darts, they have a go at the snooker. Nice.
Okay, we are going to break away from this for just a moment and leave Shaun Murphy, because I've heard we have had the closest of shaves over at the golf. Let's head back to London, where Georgie is.
And would you ever aim straight at it, or do you always try and...
You have?
I'd say this one.
We have had the closest shave. I'm going to show you a shot that Matt Wallace made about a minute ago. And the reason Peter, Tony and Paddy are still standing here is they don't want to hit. They're just having so much fun watching Ross and Matt hit and absolutely pepper the pin. That none of them have moved. Paddy's just getting a lesson here. Here we go. This is it. Matt's just going to come and have a quick look at the replay. Matt, did you think this was in?
I was quiet. I thought it had a really good chance, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have to say, Emma, you'll understand this. Being a broadcaster who's done sport for many years, my inclination is just not to talk in people's backswings, and it's really quite difficult not to do that. So the boys are still hitting, and in the end, Peter, Tony and Paddy will actually get a shot. But Matt and Ross have changed sides. Is there any reason for the change in sides, boys?
Just
a change.
Different perspective.
Yeah.
Different perspective.
Different
view.
We don't get to hit.
I'm not joking when I say that it's gone deathly silent here, and I can hear how quiet it is in the studio. I can literally just hear snooker balls and Emma whispering, and here on the tee as well, it's rather quiet.
A bit of tutting.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
And then we ask them why they've done it, how they've done it, and how we can
Come
do it.
on. Come on.
That's all right.
Spin.
Go.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Bit
There's
long.
a lot of, can I say this? It's not telly. There's a lot of sex noises going on here. There's a lot of, oh! And then that's it. But I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But if I'm not, then you can just throw me in the pond in front of the green. Matt Wallace likes this one. Oh, it's not good enough. I'm sorry.
It actually seems rubbish.
It's not good enough.
Thank you, back to you.
Yeah, I was going to say keep the noises coming, but I don't know, that's just weird, isn't it? A little reminder, by the way, if you're watching this on X, quote the post and say which one you think will be done the most. Or if you're watching on Facebook, comment as well, because you could win a pair of tickets to the final of the World Darts Championship. And that is going to close come around 1 o'clock. So make sure you get your thoughts into us. And yeah, you could be a lucky winner. We are just keeping across the darts at the moment, which is actually the one that everyone thought would happen first and we'd see more of. But it's maybe looking the least likely so far, actually, Mark.
Yeah, we've kind of sort of panned to the golf because we're close with the snooker as well. The guys haven't got going yet. There's time, isn't there? Obviously, they can reset really quickly compared to the other two. But there, that's the kind of dart that Michael wants to work with. Getting lucky there. I'm sure we'll get some opportunities. Still early.
Still early. I feel like as well for these guys who obviously I mentioned the prize of a pair of tickets to the World Championship. For these guys who, well, certainly for Luke Humphries, who plays on the opening night, tournament starts a week on Sunday. It's pretty good practice, this, isn't it? Two of the best players in the world practicing
as well. Excuse me, they're good friends as well, so they nice little rhythm. They have a little chat when they're doing it. But yeah, it keeps the arm loose. It's quite an intense 2 hours. Obviously, we hope there's some practice on doubles at some point, but Yeah, again, that's the Michael. I'm just trying to shut up there because I think I'm putting him off. Maybe I did. I feel like they're finding their feet now, the two guys. You fancy that as well. You heard the reaction from Michael, didn't you?
You're always going to get a reaction with him, aren't you?
Yeah, serious if you want to take it.
This is very serious, Shaun. Come on.
The
pride of our
Sports. Yes, they're on the line here. Very much so, yeah. I would say out of everyone who arrived here in our Manchester studio this morning, you were the most optimistic, the most positive out of everybody.
I think that's just the way I am. If you'd have seen me before I had my first coffee in the morning, I'm somebody totally different pre-coffee.
Well, you said you didn't even just say there'd be one 147. You said there'd be a few.
How long are we into the challenge? We're 20 minutes in. I stand by that. I think there'll be at least one. I think one each. You know, when we do exhibitions, you know, between tournaments, you know, there'd be at least one 147 every night. You know, but of course, you're not playing on tournament standard tables with the pockets. They're much more generous with that. So all of that makes a difference.
How likely is that in darts at exhibitions?
Do you know what? I'm trying to think now. I mean, I think Gezi hit one at an exhibition. They kind of happen in the back room and not in the actual game. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Shaun, what's he thinking now?
Well, I mean, is it not quite on the black as he wanted? As long as he keeps getting above those reds, he'll always be able to pot it and return to the black. The big problem here is the red on the cushion.
Yeah.
So he's already thinking about
that.
When can I get that out? How do I get that red in play?
Is that likely to be last, or is it just...
Yeah. Well, we've now got to where Mark got to a few frames. We're at the same point. That red on the side cushion is perfect. If he wants to play for a double on it for the last red, he can double it into the opposite middle. Problem is, if you try and move it, and you don't move it, you're snookered.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Pun intended. Interesting here to see whether he chooses to move the last red or not. You can't really move it from there.
What would you do?
You just play for the single red. I probably would choose to try and move the red because I'm a terrible doubler. I'm probably the worst player in the world at it. But Mark's pretty good at them, so we're going to see. It's the closest we've got. Are you moving it or doubling it? Doubling it. And he's got a perfect angle to move it if he wants. It's just personal choice at this point.
This is basically it then.
Yeah. So he's played for the double
the big
here.
Moment, then.
All or nothing. This
is it. Treble. It's gone for the treble. Unlucky.
Oh, no.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Yeah.
You won the frame, though.
That's what it means. Close.
You just square up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting closer.
That's what's frustrating. That was time-consuming, that effort, though, wasn't it? That's where the guys in the darts and the golf just reset like that. Mark's obviously played every red except the last one, and yeah, that's why I think it's very difficult. You've got time invested, and you've got to be on the ball. It's just so frustrating. Brilliant to watch. Just the control of the cue is fantastic.
He actually makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Dodley, doesn't he? Look, it is a practice, but he's taking it seriously, obviously. But it just looks like he's enjoying it, and I was quite good to watch his facial expressions. I could tell where he thought maybe that shot could have been better, but it was some effort. I was willing him on.
And hearing Shaun say that he was already thinking about that last red ball. I mean, for all three of these sports today, they're such mental sports, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are, and you kind of... I think there's a lot more planning in snooker, isn't there? You've got to look ahead a lot more. The 9-darter is just stay on the trebles. You're just thinking about the switch on the third visit. Golf is just one shot, isn't it? But these guys are thinking from the word go, and it's really time consuming. I think you've got to be really patient.
With the darts, though, explain to people watching who don't watch too much darts. I mean, there are different ways you can go about it.
Yeah, there's the general way is the 180, the 180, the 141. Obviously, the treble 20, treble 19, double 12. But you can hit the 57, so 180, 177. That's kind of easy. If you can get rid of that 57, you can go treble 20, stay on the same target for double 12. And we've seen that a few times. But there's loads of variations. And we've seen double 15 come into play by Michael Smith at the back end of a leg as well. The guys, until they've sort of got the first 180, obviously, then the first start of the second visit, that's when they'll start thinking about it. But it's proving pretty tough for him at the minute.
I know, we're not getting too far into the 9 at the moment, are we? When do you think is an appropriate time? This is always a good debate as well. When do you think is an appropriate time for a crowd to boo when a player is on a 9-darter and they miss?
Oh, straight after, isn't it? Yeah, straight after. And generally, it's acknowledged, isn't it, really well by the players. They want to. They're showmen as well as being wanting to win the game, so they want to put on that 9-dart finish. But when it happens, you can see the little wave and the laugh in the crowd. It's a good moment. Obviously, you want to see it hit, but the interaction with the crowd's great when it's just marginally missed. The agony around the big arenas.
Yeah. Think about some of the big moments as well. I mean, Van Gerwen's been involved in some of them. Like, you know, one of the most memorable 9-darters for people watching. It wasn't Van Gerwen, but it was Michael Smith. You know, but Van Gerwen involved in that World Championship
that was ridiculous. I mean, I touched on the one where he almost went back to back against James Wade, but that leg was just it was early doors as well, wasn't it? It was key for Michael Smith, and it sort of set the tone for the whole night. It was a brilliant final. Well, not for Michael. Not for Michael Van Gerwen. Keep your voice down. But yeah, it was just. But again, I say about rhythm. If you go with these two, we'll just get on with it. There's no sort of slowing down. So we should get opportunities. I'm certain we will.
Right, we can see that Crouchy is teeing off. So let's head back to London and back to Georgie.
Yes. The ball's in the air.
We're having a very philosophical conversation, actually, because Tony has just told Matt and Ross that their sports are very similar because it's all up to them. By the way, you should see that is the phenomenon that's Peter Crouch. How does he get back on the ball? We just don't know.
Got your eye in now, lads.
But, like his football, it works. Keep going, Crouchy. But both of your sports is also about keeping your head. Because a lot of sport is about just getting more furious or faster, whereas boxing and golf, all about up in your head, isn't it?
My sport is 70% mental, 30% physical. It's all in your head.
What? Run!
It's only about 100 yards short of the run.
Everyone's in danger.
I've got a good one. What's the best shout you boys have
ball's
heard
going in the air now.
Not that.
Slowly but surely.
That was pretty good. Run.
I heard one fella say, something my son, there was a fella on the tour, and one of the pros hits the shot and he goes, take care of my son, as the ball goes, the things he shouts. It's brilliant.
Okay,
we're back on.
Come on, boys.
Matt.
Show us the way. And normal players resume. The hole is being peppered again.
Spin right.
I've watched you two standing literally itching to hit
Did you
more balls.
notice that they didn't have to clear the balls off the green that we hit?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
No need to clear anything.
We don't want any other pros to get what they're doing.
Get the clowns away from the from the tee box.
Come on. Oh, that was right out.
You know, that's all right.
Spin.
Go on then.
Come on.
Spin.
Oh.
How long is that?
Yeah, it looks quite. You're 10 feet.
These boys are used to
10
nice
feet
weather.
long.
I'd say so.
It's only got about 2 foot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Bit left.
Come on,
but it's
ball.
Nice.
Spin right.
Have you noticed that our golfers are more worried about what the darts players and the snooker players are doing when they're
Did
not
you also
playing?
notice they didn't bother clearing the green of the balls we hit?
Yeah. I was well aware of that, lad. Didn't want to remind everyone, but I was well aware. Do you know what? Has anyone hit the sand
suddenly
yet?
It's playing really short.
No.
I'm amazed I didn't hit that because the sand loves me on a golf course.
Yeah.
There's a greenkeeper.
That's nice. That's very nice.
That's good.
Come left.
Come on.
Oh, is that short?
So good, isn't it?
Wow.
See, I told you, all
think
the noises.
You want it ending up short because it's got past and then spun.
Well, We'll bring you a bit of a replay of that one in a moment.
How much is that spinning back? Is that a couple of feet at best?
6 feet. This is good if it spins in. Oh.
Oh.
Surprised it was short.
Spun off.
Getting your rhythm, aren't you?
This is another thing why I think golf isn't like this or hole-in-ones, because we'd hit this shot and that's it, and you don't play this shot again.
Yeah.
When you're hitting this shot over and over, you get a feel
and you learn,
and you got the wind, and so this is why this is more doable than when playing a tournament.
I love a golf
If you're playing the 17 in Sawgrass, you might have to hit it a few times.
Matt, what are you trying to do with the ball? Anything in particular?
Little fade, wind feels slightly out of the right, so that would hold it straighter. And then definitely trying to get it just past and then spin it in. That's the way you get it. You can't be short if it's spinning, you know.
Do you boys ever play a straight shot, or is there always a shape involved?
Normally always a shape, yeah.
Okay.
You can't, with these sort of clubs, it won't move as much because there's too much backspin. So there's less spin axis, which moves ball sideways. So this is more of a straighter shot than, say, it would be like a driver or your longer clubs.
That's bang on the pin. It's just
a bit long. Oh no, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
just
good.
The wind out the right a hair.
We're in a little gully, so it's quite hard to know what the wind's doing.
Would you ever think about, okay, we'll try a real low one or a low punchy one and just whatever and change
Especially
clubs, or just change the club face angle or whatever?
Hold on.
All wind dependent.
Oh!
What happens if it does bounce?
A bit short, I think.
That's fine. If it's in, it's in.
What's the hardest shot in golf?
In's in.
The hardest shot?
Yeah.
50-yard bunk shot, 60-yard bunk shot.
Yeah, long bunk shot. Bryson's at the US Open.
Yeah, that was one of the
50-yard plus bunk shot. So difficult.
Okay.
Nah.
He's already looking for his new ball.
Swear to God. My short game's the only thing I can do.
We'll have to get someone on there to clean the balls out
But
soon.
in theory, the short game is the hardest part, right?
That's what they all say.
Drive for
The
show and you
short
putt
game
for
is
it
where
out.
I'm so comfortable. When I don't try and do it hard, I can play.
Yeah.
And then I want a tee box, I'm finished.
Yeah.
My short stuff's great. Putting's so hard. When you play good courses, putting's so
That's very good.
Yeah, good shot.
That's creeping, wasn't it?
Is that short, long?
No, pin eye now.
Played last
It's
week.
spin back to pin eye. Lands past.
A really good golf course.
Still find it hard to gauge.
If they're
been
going
on Portland
to
pretty close. Yeah.
$180.
That's desperate.
Okay, right.
It's desperate.
We are looking at the snooker with Shaun alongside us. Shaun, doesn't look easy, this.
No,
as
you've come to us, it's gone wrong.
Okay, I feel like I put him off. Sorry, Mark.
No. It's actually so alien as a snooker player, because it's one of the elements of our sport that's not in the others, is that outmanoeuvring each other, trying to play against each other. That doesn't happen in darts or golf. And it's so alien for us to we're here today, we're just trying to make 147s. There's no...
But it also shows how hard that is.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, there's still time to go. We've got about an hour and a half to go. Plenty of time to go.
Shaun, we also want to see a 9 darter from you as well, right?
Well, you might need a little bit longer for that.
We should go in a minute and speak to Michael and Luke. I feel like they are warming up now, so I don't want to put them off too much.
I was going to say, I'm hearing a few more 180s coming in to start, so hopefully, just our luck if we join them when they're mid through it and we put them off. So
maybe we'll leave them for a minute.
But they are warming up now.
If you're just joining this stream, by the way, you can see that we have been going for a little while now, about 40 minutes. No 9 darters, no 147s, no hole-in-ones yet. The closest we've come has got to be at the golf. Then probably second, it's been on the snooker table. Darts
one red
actually
left,
the furthest away.
One red
left.
Yeah, so.
But it was just a little bit too far. It was against the wall of the table, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Shaun said that Mark would have to double it, and he almost went in on a treble. Ironically, it's trebles we need over here. But I feel like I'm just trying to keep my voice down as well. I don't want to put these guys off.
Right, let's go and have a little chat with Michael and Luke and see what's going on over here. How are you feeling?
Yeah, just 180, 180.
Yeah, you'll find it now, Mike, a bit.
It feels like you've got into a bit of a rhythm now.
Well, you're a little bit. It's still difficult when you have to adjust yourself big time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But it just had a 180, 180. Only once happened now so far. So, yeah.
You feeling it, lads?
I feel like you're warming up a bit now.
I'm trying to warm up. I can't
So
actually.
you didn't have your right darts today?
No, unfortunately, it's still in Amsterdam.
So your luggage didn't turn up?
No, I didn't turn up, no.
Right. So we're playing with some...
Playing with a brand new set.
Luke.
Yeah, they're still my darts. It's a brand new set.
Yeah, he will kick in a minute. Don't worry.
Here we go.
There we go. Come on.
Oh. Okay, this is actually.
Oh, lucky
it's
charm.
kind of maybe helped us coming over.
Yeah, maybe.
You need a bit of a crowd.
That's it.
Just need you whistling and burn me or something like that.
Oh, come on.
Do we start?
Yeah, so let's talk about whistling.
Sing songs about Leeds.
Yeah, please.
31, proper match conditions.
Oh, the trebles are flowing now. Yeah.
Oh, Luke, I feel like we're helping you.
I think you are.
Not so much on the third, Dad. We're definitely helping on the first two.
Not mine first one.
Sorry, mate.
No,
This is a nice practice, though, for you guys, no?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's definitely good practice.
Together as well.
You've hit a 9 dart against Mike as well that plays championship for you, Luke.
He did against me.
Oh, was it the other round? That was when you had a bit of...
He's had 2 against me.
Bit of needle in that game, wasn't there?
No, that was the Masters.
Was it the Masters?
Yeah.
You look like your friends now, though. So
Yeah.
Friends.
Oh, darts friends.
You had 2 against me, World Series of Darts finals as well, didn't you? Same
about,
year.
About he's paying for lunch again, eh?
You never needed 9 darts against me, did you?
What? No, I could never hit one against you. I don't know why.
You hit plenty of 18 darters, that did the job.
Yeah. Yeah, you know the score.
I was down to a 2 darter on a few of them as well.
Come on, Marky.
Come on, Mike.
They've been close a few times already, don't they?
Yeah, last red for Mark on a double.
How many do you reckon you'd hit in practice?
I don't know, but people... now we practicing for 2 hours and trying to hit a 9 darter, but it's not...
I think people assume you just nail them all the time.
Nah.
I think that's what it is. I think people assume that you, in practice, you get asked
A lot of time I don't even go for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you chuck it, hit to 180, just go for it out of...
Well, sometimes I go for another 180.
Yeah.
No, I don't care, to be fair.
I'd go for it, but I wouldn't count it.
No,
Yeah, it's
but
a grey area, that, isn't it? Yeah.
But if I said to you, when was the last time you hit a 9 darter in practice, would you even remember?
6-8 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, maybe a few weeks ago as well.
They don't happen as often as people think. People think when you practice, how many 9 darts do it a day?
Literally, yeah.
I think it's because they happen on the torso often.
Also, now it's a different mindset. Huh? Now you're fixating yourself on try to hit a 9 darter.
Is that more
when
pressure?
you relax at home, then you throw 180, another one here. Oh, I'm going for the 9. It's different mindset.
Like the only goal
maybe don't think
the
that
only
you're
goal
going
we
for
can
9.
get her is hitting a 9, isn't it? So we're probably trying
And
too hard to get the
yeah.
second 180 after the first.
Yeah, it's not a match either, is it?
You wouldn't be thinking about it if you were in a normal match, would you? When that first triple.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah. See, that looked a decent first start for you, Mike. Oh.
That's all right. I'm starting to get a bit more warm now.
Do you feel it's more likely now than when you started?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I usually need at least an hour just to warm myself up properly.
Yeah.
180. Nope.
He has gone back to back though. He has done two.
Yeah, you're saying, yeah.
180s.
I tried to keep really quiet then. I don't want to say
no,
guys
you can talk.
I don't want to chat to you guys.
Is this a harder environment though?
It's different. You're not used to this environment, is it? So every environment is different. Every double is different. A different backdrop
is also different. Eyes
can adjust also the optical distance.
Well, this is good for world. This is good for world. So
yeah,
this is a backdrop is going to be
pretty much the same, isn't it?
Green, Paddy Power.
You mentioned Luke. You take an hour to get going. At the Worlds, your first night on. When does the practice really ramp up? You're obviously going to get there sort of 3-4 hours.
Yeah, get about 4 hours before, and then you sort of relax a little bit, and you do sessions. You like half an hour, then you come off maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then you sit down for half an hour, don't you? You don't just go 2 hours, throwing all the time. You kind of have little breaks. So I feel like the chance of you hitting 9 darters in practice, if I was to just throw for 2 hours, probably less likely than I would if I was doing little half an hour ones.
Do you play any games with other players on the session or?
Yeah, we
sometimes.
You were big for that, weren't you?
Yeah, sometimes. I like to practice with everyone. Yeah. My favourite.
You do the rounds,
my favourite one is Dave Chestnut. Aye.
You have a view though on what's harder, don't you? You don't. You think the 147 is the hardest.
147, yes. It's more time. You need to be good in night. Holding one, of course, I can't do it. I'm crap at golf, but it's one shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, obviously.
We finished in the Grand Slam one year, Mike. We weren't the best, were we?
No, when I have a break of like 15, 16, I'm like over the moon. I made my day.
Two reds and two colours.
Yeah, this like I'm on it.
Yeah,
I feel like the boss.
Yeah.
I give it like the proper go then.
Do you have an opinion?
I got two different opinions on it.
Yeah, go on.
I think if you're an amateur person, say you haven't played golf, you haven't played snooker, you haven't played darts, you give them a set of darts, a snooker cue, and a golf club. I think they do the hole-in-one first, the 9 darts second, and the 147 last. I think that'd be harder. But to a professional, I think a 9 dart is harder than a 147. Because as you've already seen, they've been close quite a few times. Yeah.
Oh.
You know all the angles.
He said he threw a 9 dart, isn't it?
I didn't know you were a comedian.
No one was there.
What's funny about that?
Well, the 147 is not harder than a 9 dart.
Did you hear what I said though? I said to a professional. Yeah, to a when you know all the angles, my opinion, you have your own one. When you know all the angles, like you've seen you two have come. Mark's come close already twice. That's my opinion. I think when you're a professional and you're really good at the game of snooker, you make it look easier to a 147.
Yeah, this is good. I like this.
Yeah, I like this as well.
Let's find it, Luke. Come on,
get on there. Show as well. You to frames to legs of darts. You get more 147 than we do 9 darts.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it easier.
I didn't say it was easy. 9 darts is not easy. 147 is not easy. Hole-in-one's not easy.
I get a seat, yeah.
For you,
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Matt, for you, everything is easy, isn't it? You hit 9 darts everywhere, isn't it?
Right, you keep trying.
Was it on your own?
Pardon?
Was it on your own? Of course, Mark, you're not allowed to say that. But, hey, 147.
We'll leave you over here to just, get a little bit closer.
Channel that anger, Luke.
Yeah.
We love a bit of tense there.
Yeah.
You hit a treble 20,
no.
You just missed there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very difficult.
It's such a great argument, though, isn't it?
I know you've got your 36 balls, but you say that's 95% of 36.
Yes. I mean, my point is if you're a professional, like you're as good as them.
Right, we're going to break away from here just in case, we break into a fight at some point between Shaun Murphy and Luke Humphries. But something is happening down at the Gulf, so let's head back to Georgie.
It's a bit of luck, isn't it?
A lot is
It's a bit of luck.
You can see Matt Wallace here on the tee with Mr. Peter Crouch.
Hey!
Some entertainment.
If you hit that camera, there's a couple of
doors
back in the zone.
One of Matt's chances. In fact, I'll let Matt hit this one, and then I'll show you one of his best chances. Matt's probably come closest.
Come on, left. Not quite.
They're managing to get spin. I'm going to show you Matt's chance after Peter's nearly killed the cameraman.
Run!
Plenty of japery on the amateur side of the tee.
This is a good shot.
This is Matt. You haven't seen this yet, have you?
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, that's a 15-foot pass. Very close, Matt. That's what you're trying to do, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, look how sunny that is. Nice.
It's raining, by the way, Emma, just in case we need any more excuses as to why we haven't yet had a hole-in-one. Apart from Peter's amazing golf swing.
This is incredible. Some of the scenes here.
It's a cracking strike, that, Pete.
No, you
I'm
can
not
clear
giving
it.
up.
I know. How long have we got until the hour?
I'll carry on, yeah?
Okay. We need to step it up then.
You've got this, champ. Keep plugging away.
Peter, how are your Bowero clubs?
They're good.
That's better. There you go.
Kick right. What we're doing.
Okay, right, we are breaking back away from the golf. Here's a little look at the snooker. By the way, you don't have too much longer left if you do want to be in with a chance of winning those pair of tickets to the World Darts Championship final. Just quote the post that you're watching this on X, or comment if you're watching on Facebook, say which one you think will be done the most. I mean, at the moment, we're nearly an hour in and we're none the wiser. I think golf definitely is looking like it's the closest.
Yeah, it is. There was obviously snooker sort of about 20 minutes ago, Mark, with that last red, but it's got a bit quiet, hasn't it, on the snooker front? darts guys seem to be ramping it up slightly, so hopefully get that one over there. But yeah, the golf's looking more like it at the minute.
Getting into a lot of people's... we said at the beginning, didn't we, that there are some people who've got such firm opinions and really strong views on which one is the hardest. To be fair, I think the only people that can actually have a real solid opinion is someone who's done them all. But can you see what Luke Humphries is saying in terms of whether, you know, amateur level...
Yeah, I think he made some really good points.
Versus professional.
Yeah, Luke's obviously put some thought into what he thinks about it. It's not just a sort of protect your sport sort of answer, is it?
Okay. At least they're firing in some 180s now.
Yeah, it's starting, isn't it? You just need that second 180, get a 6 in, and then who knows? But yeah, going back to what Luke was saying, yeah, he put a lot of thought into it, and it was a good answer. There was a lot of logic with it. Obviously, it was met with a bit of banter from Shaun, but I kind of understood where he was going with it.
With the dart side of stuff, it's interesting to hear what they were saying, which I suppose is relevant for all of them, but now that they're specifically trying to get a 9-darter, it's almost like a different... It does something to you mentally, doesn't it?
Yeah, it may have been easier if they'd have played a match, but obviously you'd have to finish the leg and then you're wasting time, aren't you? But yeah, if they're in that sort of game mentality, so it is that they're finding it tricky, that it's just literally they're there to hit
180.
A 9-darter, Luke with a 180 there. But it's like if your sole target was hit 3 bullseyes the first, first ball and you're a bit deflated after the first dart, so it is tricky for them, and it's sort of not, I wouldn't say out of their comfort zone, but it's a bit different for them. They're definitely getting better though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've actually said as well, sort of, even when they're in a tournament, it takes them sort of 45 minutes to an hour to sort of blow off the cobwebs before they find their real practice routine for a big game.
What is the pressure like? I mean, I know you've only hit one on a stream before, but if you're on a big stage, can you just imagine, please?
I've missed one on a big stage.
Oh, right,
missed
there you
level
go.
12
so
in
what
is
that
the Doncaster
a ridiculous
Dome.
amount of... What a place. Is that a ridiculous amount of pressure?
It is, because obviously it's the crowd wanted to see it then, and when I missed that one, it didn't happen as often as it did now, but wow, I missed it by a fair way as well. I just got really edgy. I didn't set the dart right, but yeah, it's like I said, it's different now. These guys are not just players, they're showmen, aren't they? They want to do their bit for the crowd, and they want to produce the perfect leg, and they'd like to do it more often than they do, but it's tough. And even in a game where, for example, if Michael was 7 legs to 1 up, comfortably in charge of the match, you'd still feel the pressure of wanting to put on the big leg for the crowd, more importantly.
Yeah, the crowd, I mean, the crowd's... God, if you see a 9-darter at the World Championship, the crowd go insane.
Wow, they're a tough crowd as well, aren't they? Because the first 180 goes in and they boo on the next miss, don't they? But yeah, it is. So I mean, we had 2 in one afternoon, didn't we? Or consecutive after? Yeah, we've had 2 in one afternoon once. We had 2 in consecutive.
Bryce hit a couple in one
in
night.
The Premier League in Belfast, a few years ago. I called one of them in, and it was just, it's incredible. But these guys, particularly these 2, when they find their rhythm, maybe once one comes, you might see 2 or 3, but they're definitely warming to the task now.
Proper rhythm players. It's good to... This is the sort of stuff we don't see too often, isn't it? Because they're both chatting to each other effectively. I know we said it earlier, but like they're just in the back room practicing together.
Yeah, which is obviously... They're in the same management stable, so they'll spend a lot of time kind of on the exhibition scene, but generally, when they're due to clash, normally at the back end of events, when they're in their own little zone, so they're not going to chat in the back room, are they? So I think if they were on the same session, let's say the match play early rounds, they'd have a little chat. But these guys get in their own little bubbles, and you see a lot of players with headphones in and just try and focus. But yeah, this is the casual side of it, just seeing him just having a little practice. But like you said, less than 2 weeks of the Worlds, just a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of practice, and it's quite intense this for 2 hours. It's only going to do them good.
Is this almost, because for casual people watching who don't know too much about darts, they'll be like, well, it's done in these big arenas, thousands of fans. Is this more like a Pro Tour sort of situation?
Yeah.
Where you're behind closed doors. It's pretty quiet in here, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the Pro Tour. This is where they play. They play in sort of cubicles. Similar setup to that. Obviously, they're closed off to the next board, and there's 16 of them in a row. and then there's 4 that go on a stream. But yeah, this is the kind of sort of atmosphere they play in. It's really quiet, and you've really got to curb your celebrations, because if you overcook it, you can get yourself in trouble. So it's a completely different environment. But that's the bread and butter of the sports, and that's why we see these guys have the explosions when they play on the big stage, the emotion, and look, they deal with both equally. But these guys are big stage players. This is obviously a strange environment for them at the minute.
But then I guess it's like if you're practicing at home, you've got a nice little sort of dart shed or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just kind of take yourself off there.
Yeah,
and that's what, do you put any music on? Anything on in the background?
I tend to give up after about 4 minutes. Yeah, the bit of background telly was always my thing. I liked.
You must need some kind of noise.
Yeah, just a bit of background, and obviously if you can. I was very much I like the practice partner. Some players like to play on their own, just practice on their own, so they can just dictate what they do. But I always think that rhythm helps, and that's where these guys. They were talking about the 9 darters they hit. Like Mike, it was interesting to say Michael, he doesn't always go for it.
No.
I'm in 180 mode. I just want to carry on hitting 180s. Whereas Luke will hit the 2 180s, just practicing. You think, let's go for it. Every player's different.
How would you? Having a little look at Mark Williams on the table. How would your practice go? I guess it differs for a lot of players, doesn't it? In terms of hours and what you'd focus on. Focus on trebles, focus on doubles.
I focus on letting them go towards the end
you
of
did.
Long story that now. But yeah, I was. Do you know what? I was probably where my biggest Achilles. I didn't practice finishes enough. So unless I had someone to practice with, where they'd be like, right, let's do some finishing. That's what my Achilles heel. But you see, like I mentioned about when we were chatting to the guys earlier, Mike would always come over. Mike liked finishing games, 1-2-1. And I think you've got to do a bit of finishing.
Okay. Is that nice? No.
It's the opposite. Get in.
End of that.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't nice. Was not nice. I feel like
it's getting a bit frustrating for the guys over there now, isn't it?
It is getting frustrating because they've been doing well, and they were that first hour. We were just approaching the second hour. I feel like we're getting more 180 calls though from just behind us.
Definitely, we just need the back-to-back 180s just to sort of tease it that little bit more. They're speeding up as well now.
You see how close all those balls are to the holes at the golf.
I know.
I feel like we've got to see at least one hole-in-one this afternoon.
The sheer attempts, you'd think.
A reminder as well, if you haven't got in touch about which one of these 3 you think we're going to see the most, you've got 4 minutes to do that. Quote us on X, or write in the comments if you're watching on Facebook, because you could win a pair of tickets to the final of the World Darts Championship, January 3rd. Should be good. Could feature Luke Humphries and Michael van Gerwen. They're opposite sides of the draw, aren't they? I mean, we're standing in front of them, but just quietly, what do you think are their... Obviously, Luke Humphries, second favourite behind Luke Littler.
Yeah, look, they're
in the same half.
Them two keep flipping, don't they? But they're due to meet in the semis. I said it then when we did the draw. I was interested to see how Michael will play, because obviously he'll admit it hasn't gone to plan this year, but I think he likes sort of people writing him off, and that will spur him on. I think he's got a nice draw for a couple of rounds. There's a potential clash in the 3rd round with Gary Anderson, so he'll be running. Yeah, and obviously Gary beat him in the Grand Slam as well. He beat him in the European Champ, so Mike will be looking for their revenge.
A lot of people have Gary as 3rd favourite, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Favourite from that bottom half of the draw.
Yeah, so basically on the draw, but Michael will hear these things as well, and he'll want to prove a point. So it's going to be Michael Smith as well. I'm going to keep obviously an eye on. A lot of prize money to defend. It's tough, but it's brutal, the World Championships, and it's.
But the Queen does rise to the top.
Yeah, I don't see a surprise winner. Maybe a surprise semi-finalist, or like we saw with Scott Williams last year. But
who's your? If people are watching now and they want a little outside, who would be your sort of someone to maybe get to the semi-finals?
Would they be? I think Bunton and Mike Dedecker obviously got that high-end game from the bottom half. I like what I saw from Ross Smith at the Players' Championship finals. But again, I maybe a quarter-finalist for some I don't see. anybody rocking up in the semis or the finals. The outside chance of the semis maybe, but I really think the guys will be focused this year. We've had that strange European Championship, obviously the Grand Prix, but Luke was in the final, wasn't he? But Mike De Decker did a real job on him. But it's going to be interesting.
Well, and Grand Slam as well. If you look at, Martin Lukman.
Oh, of course, Martin Lukman as well.
It's been a few major tournaments, really.
Yeah, that one, of course, blew wide. Well, just one half of the draw, isn't it? So that's where we're talking about the bottom half. Will the players take their opportunities?
Is Littler your favourite?
I'm on the Humphries side. I just see the way he won the Players' Championship finals with being nowhere near his best and just dealing with the threat every round, just playing to the player, and I think that'll get him over the line again.
OK, if you're keeping an eye on the bottom, which I've just been staring at, and at the golf, they are getting closer and closer. So let's head back to Georgie down in London.
Thank you. Yeah, Ross Fisher and Matt Wallace on the tee at the moment, and they've definitely got the line right, she says, as he whacks it 10 foot left of the pin. But basically, the boys are trying to stick it just past the pin and spin it back. And a couple of minutes ago, Matt slid one very close.
Not that one.
But the competitive nature is quite fascinating. And you three, you don't want to seem to want to play because you're having so much fun watching them.
We should have gone pro amateur.
At this stage, it's hard to know who's the amateur, who's the pro,
Yeah, it's tough at the top.
I'll show you Matt's shot. Ross doesn't like that one.
No.
He doesn't like that one. He's
Not
not
when
having
you're
it. It's
trying
not
to
bad. I'd be
Comes
delighted
back
with
nice
that one.
on the left,
What's that?
Comes back nice on the left-hand side. On the right, it doesn't really do as much.
All right,
Paddy,
so let's have a look.
Do you want to go?
Matt's closest attempt in the last 5 minutes.
No!
Wow.
Oh, my God. That was close.
We need to show that one again. That was closer. Where did that land?
Wow.
I'd like to see where that landed.
We're going to have a look at it,
Where
because we're
did
not
that
sure where it
land?
landed. But it was rather good.
That was
Matt, how are you
Like it's
feeling?
slam dunk.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Feel good. I feel like we're going to get it. But then again, it's golf and we might not get it. Oh, that one was close, that one, yeah.
Close.
Oh, we'll just continue making ooh-ah noises, shall we?
Nice, Paddy.
Mr. Paddy Power on the tee.
Go on, Tay.
Bunker. Yeah.
Paddy's come close to the BTW.
Go on, you have a go.
You're giving them tuition?
I want these boys to get it.
Yeah.
Because then that's
it would
like...
be great.
That's like
of you.
the classic golf.
Yeah.
Tony's going to go running into that pond if he gets this.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Tony, that was the
Pretty
one.
good.
Kick
Good
right.
hit, mate.
Kick right.
Nice, Tony.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah.
Go on, Tony, you go again.
Keep it on.
You go, mate. You've got to use that club.
Liverpool v
Have you got
Everton.
that one?
Thank you.
One of you guys, you want to take on the left tee?
Yeah.
You can have a go.
Oh,
I am
is
not.
that worth a shout?
Nah,
No.
it's fine.
Oh!
Okay.
Peter's
Should we
trying to kill
tee
the
that
camera
up?
crew. Stop trying to kill the
different.
camera crew.
It'll make great TV if it just comes straight at the camera, like the end of Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
All right, Rob.
Good strike, that.
Too far right.
Nice.
To take a divot.
Pin high.
Well, it's important with an iron.
Wow, he's gone for the skimmer.
Keep it under the wind.
You gone for
Imagine
the
someone skims it in.
skipper over the lake? There.
Yeah.
Crouchy.
Augusta.
Like that.
I won a nearest the pin once by skimming it.
Did you?
I did. I was so embarrassed.
Versatile, yeah.
Went into the clubhouse after the 100 in there. No one was going to argue with yours, did Tony?
One,
Go on.
Honest to God, it really happened.
Strike.
No.
No?
No, too far
Watch
right.
the spin, though, like... Strike.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness.
This could be
Please
good.
go in.
Oh,
Please
be
go
good.
in.
Be good.
Oh, long.
Really long.
What couches? What couches?
I just had a...
Oh, the Nate from Mercedes, he should have went with the
Should have had the wedge.
There's the man there.
Story of your life, Crouchy,
Wedges
innit?
and
Paddy,
enough.
go back in if you like.
Yeah.
Just a bit too long.
Was that really long, that one?
Oh, yeah.
sorry, Paddy.
No worries.
I just can't get there with the pitch.
Okay.
Much.
Come on. How long?
Pitch
What's
pin
the
high.
time?
We're in the second hour.
Oh, I messed that up, didn't I?
They're kind of drifting, aren't they? Like in the wind, there's a bit of wind going right or something, is there? Like,
yeah.
Wind.
It was off the right though when we first started.
Yeah, the flag is still now.
At least the rain and mist has subsided though. Oh, that's
nice.
That's got a chance. Go on.
Oh! Short. Pitch short.
It pitched just short.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it.
Is that a wedge or a pitching wedge?
Pitching wedge. But in a obviously in the wedge.
Okay. That's not a 54 or something.
No. Pitching wedge 46.
Not that long. The stems are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I like the swing.
Come on, go left. Spin left.
Spin left.
You feel a bit like John Lowe, Mark. You feel a bit like John Lowe.
You should move the pin over there.
Yeah.
I like going up.
Left.
I think so. Some would use like a wedge in the set, whereas me and Matt use a wedge.
Lovely numbers.
Like
you do feel like John Lowe, yeah.
So everybody's different. It's like personal preference.
What are we learning today, celebs?
We're learning that they're playing a different sport than we are.
I've learned that I'm worse than I thought I was.
Just while there's it, literally. I'll be 2 seconds.
That looks good.
That looks good.
And also that golf is hard, right? And okay, they're so obviously they're pros. They're so consistent,
whatever's easy.
and like we're all over the shop. And that's just.
The only thing is for cleaning the club. Do you want to clean it after every shot, Matt, or not? Or do you want to go 2 or 3? And
I
then
need to clean it.
Yeah.
Is it because you haven't got a caddy here to wipe your clubs for you?
Wipe them.
Normally,
you need them definitely clean to get
rough
spin.
life we've given you.
They need to be clean to get spin.
That's why ours aren't spinning.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why we don't
Go in.
spin.
How many more do you want?
Spin left.
Okay to carry on?
Coming back nice though.
Ooh.
They're all Rosses, those three that are right beside each other.
Come on.
I feel it's coming. It's doable. Definitely.
Go. That's good.
Oh.
They're ripping back now.
You think they'd duff one just to make us feel a bit better? Like,
No.
Do you want us to?
That one on the fairway there.
I like this.
Okay, well, Shaun was very confident when he arrived here that there would be at least one 147. Looking all right here.
Yeah, I'm just throwing some darts with Mark, actually, Mark Williams.
you weren't watching.
And he said,
do you know what? I think it's us.
It is us.
It's us.
Sorry, Sean. Snooker etiquette.
Sean. Close.
Proper devastated. Proper dever.
Right, talk us through that.
Nice, wasn't it?
Talk us through that.
That was so nice, wasn't it? What a muppet.
What was that?
It's just a miss, good old-fashioned miss.
We need the positivity that you came with, Sean. You know,
you know, it's going. I've got to be honest. I really thought that we would have had
but
do you
still feel confident that it is going to happen?
Yeah, 100%. And I think the darts
100%.
I think once the darts boys, they get more rhythm, more into it.
Oh, yeah,
as they were saying. Like, I think that's, for me, that's almost guaranteed.
Mark, do you? Where are you at?
I still think the golf.
The golf again.
I would have got the golf 12-1. I would have.
There's a bit of time consuming, sort of resetting the balls and everything.
Yeah, it's probably not come through.
Yeah, we get probably at least amount of time to try and do it.
The time you invested into your getting to the last red, and you're back to the start.
Well, I don't know why he's saying we get one each. I don't know. But he has had one.
Imagine that.
One of each, though.
That'd be incredible, wouldn't it? That'd be really good.
I don't mind that. Yeah, I'm up for that.
You can definitely have a go on, get yourself on the hockey.
Throws like John Lowe, Mark. Just been throwing with him.
Good luck.
They are getting closer and closer at the goals. Feels like it's a matter of time with the golf, doesn't it?
It does. What did he... Oh, there's 3 in Luke. Sorry, I'm... Oh. Yeah, the golf's...
Oh. Into the water. Very, and often as well. There you go. Another shot. Have you ever hit a hole in one, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was only about 80 odd yards or something.
Oh, it's a hole in one stuff.
I've had a 9 dart with like Shaun.
There's not many of us that have.
You seem sceptical, Mark.
One-person club.
Extremely. I've had a few 11s. 11 dart is my best. Maybe 3.
11's very good.
Yeah, you are pretty good at darts as well.
A few 11s. Many years ago. Not good as 9, though, is it?
How many 147s?
I've had probably, in practice, a couple of thousand.
In practice?
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of thousand probably.
Is that why you're a bit frustrated today then? It's not happening, sort of thing? Because I wasn't expecting that figure.
Yeah.
And that's not a sort of...
It's different though when you're doing it now because all you're doing is playing for the black.
Yeah, okay.
When you're in a club, say, you could knock a couple of centuries in, and then when you're on for the 147, you're already in your...
Okay.
I mean, you're already in your groove, but... Like,
okay, we've
when
been
Shaun
chatting
misses
to Mark
his red,
Williams,
but I
says he's
shot
hit
for about 15 minutes.
thousands of 147s in practice, but let's head back to the golf because we're looking at the little screen there and they keep getting incredibly close. Georgie, just how close have they got?
Just rapid fire.
So close. I can't even tell you. Boys, let's very quickly, shall we, have a look at your closest efforts? Because the thing is, it only takes one shot. For the guys on the hockey and the guys on the table, it takes more. Matt.
Chat.
So take another one while you're in. Take another one there.
I mean, basically, because you're trying to get spin back over the hole, and this is one of Ross's efforts, it's really not bad, but it's not there, and that's not good enough.
It's not good enough. You need to hold it at the end of the day.
Well, listen, I'm not going to say I think you're going to do it, because I think you're going to do it.
We are. We're going to keep going. We have total
Okay, but you
confidence.
know there is a time limit. We can't just stay here till it stops.
I know.
4!
4 left,
Run!
cameraman.
Told you before!
So we've got Tony Bellew, Peter Crouch and Paddy Power on the team.
He did say
Paddy
he's
just
gonna
did a
knock someone
divot
out.
the size of, I don't know, a golf club.
He felt that bad, he actually ran and repaired it. Bless him.
Swing, Pete.
Right, let's get you boys back on the tee, shall we?
We'll be back on. Come on, Paddy.
I think we're more likely to get a one from you two.
So depressing.
I'm just going to say that's probably
But
more
there
likely.
are amateurs out there that have had
Yeah.
hole-in-ones, and lots
There'll
of
be
them.
amateurs out there that have had more hole-in-ones than us.
It could be their day.
They're called liars, boys.
Swing. Oh,
Come
this
on.
is a lovely
Come on.
line.
Come on.
Pyros.
Spin. Hang on, it's
Too
coming, it's
long.
coming.
Not enough spin. Right, okay. I've got it.
Visibility is really poor, so we're running back to the replay.
Okay. The towel is getting a beating.
It's okay, we know you're not used to having to clean your clubs or anything like that, so apologies. Do you like it?
No.
Bit long.
It's got the spin.
Ooh, yeah. God, that's got a lovely shape.
It's good. Strike, mate.
That's good.
Be good.
Come on, please. Please.
Go.
Oh. So
We've got to the
frustrating.
begging stage.
Keep rolling. We're going to get there.
Nah, that's a bad strike.
No?
Have they gone for the interval at the snooker?
We're the only people left alive on the whole planet, Paddy. It's just us.
Us and
hitting
nature.
balls.
Nice and
The
quiet.
other guy's given up.
Yeah, everyone's
Good.
given up. It's
Good,
just
good.
you.
You've outstayed them.
Oh, that's good.
It stopped raining at least.
Oh.
That is a ball.
Ross, you're making increasingly enthusiastic noises.
Yeah.
And I can't
It's because I
keep
know
up.
it's doable. I know we are going to do it. It's a matter of time.
Oh, that is right at it as well, isn't it?
Believe.
Go. Oh.
Ha! Oh. Oh my word.
He's really peppering it like.
I don't know how to increase my repertoire of noise of disappointment.
Yeah.
Still can't believe you want to do that
That's
when
nice.
you're playing.
Be good.
Please, please.
Spin.
Here we come.
Rip.
Here we come.
Go on,
Here we
go,
go. Oh, why don't you put more spin on it?
Oh.
Matt's face just said it all. Come on, Matt.
Concentration.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Come on,
Slam
forward
dunk.
row. Come on, please.
This is it.
Oh.
Who was it?
I'll do it after this one. This is in. In.
There's only one ball in the way that could stop it.
Nah, left.
No, we can't let them clean after that one. Sorry, mate. We've got to go one more.
Okay, let's take you back to the multi-screen. Then you keep your eyes on the golf at the bottom because they are just getting closer and closer. It feels again like out of all three, that one is, I won't say bound to happen, but most likely to happen.
Well,
When we started the day saying that was maybe the most least likely.
Yeah, it's obviously the sheer volume of opportunities they get is in their favour. But yeah, it's been incredible, hasn't it? And they went really close in kind of the first 5 minutes, didn't they? And there's a lot more efforts gone close, and it's obviously got a bit quieter on the snooker. And we had a few 180s, didn't we, on the darts, but I don't think we went with 5 trebles.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're still a bit off with the darts, which was favourite today as well, which I get, but I haven't really got close yet.
Did you get it, the fact that that was the favourite from before we started anything?
I just based it on I can do it and I'm pretty useless now, so yeah.
You did all right.
No, do you know what?
All right.
I felt with the kind of the reset opportunities, you get so many goals, don't you? But it is tough to ask them to, these guys thrive on sort of adrenaline, playing in big crowds, big environments, and that's a contributing factor for me. And,
do you think?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. We went and chatted to them, didn't we? And they admitted it's strange from today. They're just kind of practicing, casually chatting as they're doing it as well. And you can see them when they have the first 180, how frustrated they are when the second one lands low.
Yeah, you can see out on the golf at the bottom that they're just collecting all the balls that have been, so close to the hole. But are we going to get a hole in one? You can see there as well the clock, 41 minutes to go. We'll go out in a minute and chat to Mark and to Shaun, who certainly started off sort of, when we actually got underway and the 2 hours began, they were doing really well. But we were saying, I know there's so many different variables in the 147, but the fact that once you miss that one ball, you've got to restart again.
Yeah, it was interesting hearing, obviously, Mark's playing now, and Shaun was saying, this one's got a chance. These guys recognise when the ball spread and that there's a good opportunity. But yeah, since Mark got to the last red, there's been an opportunity for Shaun as well. But it is difficult. There's not, with 40 minutes left, they've got the least amount of efforts, haven't they? Because of the time consuming, obviously, resetting the balls.
Shaun, tell us about this placement.
What's that?
Are we looking?
Talk us through where the reds are.
Yeah, as soon as Mark came to the table, he mentioned these 2 reds on this side cushion. They are the obvious problem. You've got to keep the cue ball in the right place at all times. And as we've said loads of times, no 2 frames are the same. The reds are always in different places. And for me, that's what makes 147s the clear winner in terms of which one's more difficult, because they're never in the same place.
As you see, we've got a couple really close here. Are they problems?
They're massive problems. The one nearest the pocket is probably too close to the cushion to be doubled. You'd end up getting what we call a double kiss, and it would just veer up the table.
That's going out at some point then.
He'll probably have to move that at some stage. There might be a chance you can maybe, if you finished perfectly on the black, you could play to move them both in one shot. But, that's all about creativity and touch and feel, and obviously he's got to have the right angle on the black as well at some stage. But, he'll have been thinking about those 2 reds for 5 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how he breaks them out. He might play to, later on, move the one nearest the pocket gently and leave himself a shot out the other one down the cushion, because he's left-handed. It's on the right side of the table for him. So these are all the decisions that a snooker player is making.
But you've got to be so many moves ahead, haven't you?
Yeah.
You being a right-hander, then, Shaun, would you play it differently?
Yeah, so for me, playing for that red down that cushion wouldn't suit me, because I can't reach it. You'd much rather be playing it with your natural hand than the rest. He's got a chance in a couple of shots' time. I think one of those 2 reds together in the middle of the table pots to left middle, which I think he's playing for now. He's got a chance after it on the black next. He could pot the black and try and move one of these reds, knowing he'll be on the other red should it go wrong. It's always about looking for options,
Oh. We go again, guys. We go again. I've positivity, optimism, guys.
I know the clock's against the wall, but I feel like it's against them more.
Right, you can see on the bottom of the screen, we're going to go straight back to the golf. Georgie had her head on her hands. Georgie, talk us through it.
I think we need
Go on, Matt, keep going.
Clean-up.
Matt's actually gone straight back to the tee to keep hitting because this
just happened.
Just happened. And
So
it just ran out of steam. Wow.
Wowzer.
Oh,
I think it's uphill.
my. Oh, my.
Do you want to get it
There was
cleared?
a lot of big noises happening at that point.
I think after Matt's shot, we just need to kick that ball away. Unless he holds this.
We're talking ourselves into it here.
This has got a chance.
Oh. Go on.
Do it
Spin.
again.
Here we come.
Do it
Go,
again.
go.
Going to hit the ball, is it?
Oh, I can't
You
bear
nearly
it.
hit that ball, man. You would have gone bananas.
Right, do that again. And again.
Do we need
We're
it
gonna
cleared
just clear
or?
those two
Yeah,
balls,
you
'cause
need
that's
that
the line.
cleared.
Okay.
Let's get it cleared.
Yeah.
We're going to clear them for you, and then you can have another go as you're on it.
Or what are we saying if it ricochets off?
Well, I think that can. I mean, people
Yeah,
get
I
out about it.
I don't think we can get it in.
No, I think
going
it's,
behind it, and that's the only way to hold it. That's the
your
best
ball's
chance.
just left of mine, so there's not
Unless
much
you
room.
slam dunk it.
Oh, can you imagine?
Wow, I have
Is
to
there
say
extra
that.
special fireworks if we slam dunk it?
Yeah, it'll stay. It
It
can
doesn't
stay.
work
It can
if
also
you hit
bounce
another ball,
out.
by the way.
Okay. Oh, we've been told. We've been told.
Yeah, loads. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm picking it up.
No, it's like.
Do you like it?
I do. I do.
He liked it.
Oh.
Oh
my God. Oh.
Did I go over the hole?
Let's see that again.
Okay, we're going to queue up a replay for you because
Right over the hole.
I think that might have actually gone over the hole. It ghosted a hole in one. Matt just keeps hitting because, you know.
Matt, keep going. I feel like when you get in your rhythm, it's gonna happen.
There's a lot of cheerleading going on here.
Well, we're running out of time. We need a hole in one. Yes. Yes.
Short.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, let me bring you this replay because it is absurdly ridiculous. We think the ball went over the hole. I'll bring you it and we'll have a little look. Right, ready? Ross, talk us through it.
It was a nice soft pitching wedge, 3/4. Try and pitch it past, spin back.
Oh, it did as well. I can't bear it.
Just over the edge. We keep going.
That was definitely Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Over
We
the
go again.
Shaun. Spin right.
Renewed enthusiasm or grittedness.
Short.
Come on.
Short.
Short.
Turns away.
No.
Oh, just over half an hour to go. I feel like I was way too optimistic when I got here today because I was like, there'll be, a few hole-in-ones. We might have a couple of 9-darters. What were you thinking when you turned up?
I wasn't as optimistic as you. It is tough, and we're seeing it today, and we obviously how.
I mean, to be fair, we could have had a few hole-in-ones.
Yeah, how on
they've
point
come so close.
the guys have got to be, and obviously particularly with the snooker, I found it just, like I said, you drop the ball like a couple of mil short where you want to be, and it just messes up the break. It's tricky for them guys, and obviously with 33 minutes left, it's not a lot of time. They might not get many more attempts, whereas the golf and the darts can just keep on going. Just hit reset straight away. So if we are going to get one, I think we're sort of...
Have a little look at the snooker replay, by the way. Yes, very nicely done, Shaun Murphy. Okay. Well, we're back on here.
180.
Watching this, Mark.
This is how if you're going to try and make a 147 on your own. This is where you place the balls like that. Can't be split any better.
Looking positive.
Just position. That's all I can let him down here. And a twitch.
What would your main... When we were watching you earlier and Shaun was talking about it, he was saying that you're almost already thinking a few balls ahead. Are there any concerns here? You're saying this is set?
No, nothing. Even Shaun will know this is absolutely perfect.
How do you...
Just position.
But then when you say it's perfect, how do you then not get into your head to go, right...
Yeah.
Because it's a hugely mental sport, isn't it?
He'll come under pressure because he's told everyone we're going to get at least one. So that's...
Oh, look, he doesn't mind the pressure.
This is one.
Didn't do myself any favours.
No. But even Shaun knows he can't place them any better than this.
Is this feeling good?
This is an incredible chance, yeah.
Okay. Maybe the best chance we have had then.
And the clock's ticking as well, which is playing a part, isn't it?
By far. Is it a bad thing, like me wanting to twitch one, I think?
No, we want...
Is that a bad thing or not?
That's the rivalry.
Yeah, we're one big
rivalry.
team here today, come on.
It's a team game, this, Mark.
Yeah.
No Iron team.
No,
it just means that you'll have to also get one, so...
If Shaun was to do this, then you're just going to hog the table for the remainder of the sort of 25 minutes. All yours?
Yeah. Put it this way, if he doesn't make one for this position, we're never going to get one.
Wow, okay. What's he thinking here?
I don't know, I think he's coming under pressure a bit. He's just got to get eye on the reds to make sure he can get back on the black.
Oof, okay.
Not perfect.
It's difficult when one of the best players of all time is like saying if you don't do it now, you'll never do it.
I did say we'll never do it, mine.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, the we came out.
Beautiful.
Sometimes harder when you know they're that perfect and you should get it. Sometimes it can get harder. Sometimes if you got one safe, you know you've got to flick one out. It'll be a bit more difficult when you know it's... I mean, if he was in the club, this would be pretty straightforward.
Would you rather the silence now, Mark, or do you like a little bit of chit-chat?
I don't mind, really. I used to play in a club where they were fighting every day. So
Are you going to give him any advice here if he wants to? Tell him what...
I don't think he needs any.
I don't think he does either.
I'm pretty confident to say the snooker boys are going to be 1-0 up here.
That's how we're looking at it then, yeah? Team snooker.
That's the speed of it, though. These guys could do it in the... golf and darts could happen in the sort of...
Blink of a...
the sort of 5 minutes he's got left here.
I will say, watching you guys, you do make it look so easy.
Sometimes we make it look harder.
Well, there's that too.
Perfect.
feel like we're getting closer. We've got 2 reds left.
Yeah, very cool.
What would your thoughts be with the 2 remaining reds?
I think the red goes in the middle, so just make sure he gets up high enough to have either one to get back for the black. Maybe a little bit straight on that, but should be no problem.
Okay,
I don't know what he's done there. Yeah, he hasn't played that very good.
What do you think?
You got up and down.
Sticky.
Straight, Shaun?
Trouble now.
Yeah. He has to play this one with a lot of right hand side to get on a black, but should be okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Just make sure he gets high on the red. Game
This
over.
is
The last shot. Yeah.
What are the odds of this happening now?
Well, odds on.
Well
He's got to
on.
travel. Yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Well, odds on now we are.
Here we go. Here we
This
go.
is it, I think.
And then you'll be straight.
No, don't finish straight.
Straight on there after you'll be. Here we go.
Oh, that's not a best shot.
It's not the best, is it?
No, I thought it'd come off 2 cushions then.
Didn't like it.
What's wrong with that, Max? It's too straight.
A little bit, but you've got plenty of cue power. Spin. Yeah.
Still looking.
Absolutely. Can't fail now.
Can't fail.
No. Come and watch the first one for the snooker boys.
Guys, come and learn something over here at the snooker table.
That's it. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing.
I don't know.
Shaun Murphy,
myself.
here we go.
Yeah, you're putting yourself in, man.
Oh,
wow.
Shaun!
Mike, you trash talked in there, didn't you?
Wow. Wow, okay. All right. We go again, guys. Shaun, come on. Wow.
I can't believe
I actually think that was Van Gerwen's
I can't believe I missed it.
trash talking. You were sledging him.
I think that's probably
Shaun, well
down
done.
to the twitch.
Look, good effort. Good effort.
Brilliant.
Good effort. Come on. Back to it.
Yeah. I thought it would go as a twitch, Shaun, eh?
Oh, wow.
As a
Again, we were talking
Let me
earlier
step
just about
over
the
you.
time it takes to get to that
Yeah,
point. You're
step
so
over his
close.
ass for that.
And now you've got to start all over
I
again.
feel like he's.
least I
I
got close.
want to say it's around about 35, about 11 minutes he's did, and then all that time, and it's just done there with that.
Brutal.
Yeah, obviously Mark thought it was in. It was nailed on, and
Sorry, Mark actually, quote, said, can't fail.
can't. Well, yeah. I think it was Michael Van Gerwen trash talking. You kind of going against your own point here because Shaun says it's harder than 9 dart, but he was on the brink of achieving it, and then that Miss Brown agony, and obviously it's taken a big chunk of time, and they're not going to get many more goes now. You feel?
Yeah, exactly that. Because of the time, you can see there 24 minutes on the clock. Still, no 9s, no 147s, no hole-in-ones. They keep getting closer and closer as well, though. But that might be the best chance we're going to see from Shaun and from Mark over on the snooker table. Still a little bit of time, but the 9 darters are looking less and less likely as well. You feel just again because of the time.
Yeah, even though they've got the same amount of time, they've got more.
Yeah, no,
do
they've
you know
got
what I'm
more
saying?
throw, haven't
Whereas
they? Yeah.
if they go into the colours again, there you're going to chop another 10 minutes. You probably maybe realistically 2 chances now for the snooker to because of time.
Right, we're going to get word from Shaun in just a moment when he's look at him. Bless him. Devastated. But let's head back to the golf. Just literally came off the shot there and it was looking like it was getting incredibly close. Right, let's head back down to London. Georgie, I know we keep saying it every time we come into you. We're getting closer, aren't we?
We're not there yet.
Oh.
Wow. I still think this is actually the most likely of all three because, as you just mentioned, with Mr. Murphy there, like fundamentally, we only need one good, really great shot, whereas you guys are looking to do something quite long. So come on, Ross Fisher. Come on, Matt Wallace. Our amateur celebrities have literally just like stopped playing because we want so desperately the ball to go in, and quite frankly,
You hurry up and get a hole in once, we can have a go, lads.
Stop messing around, lads. Come on, get with it. Go on.
Oh, well, I think it's a lot harder for you, mate.
I don't like that body language, chaps. Come
We're
on.
gonna just have a chat with you. That's
What are you
right.
talking about?
Bossy school mum. Yeah.
Strong. It's a bit right, isn't
Like
it?
it?
Yeah, too right, too far
It's like
right.
they're
now.
drifting, isn't it? There's the
Yeah.
top.
Wonder if the wind's changed a bit.
Maybe the wind's come off at the left now.
It's just nuts. Like he's not even
That's a
trying
nice
to
shot.
Drift
That's a
right.
nice shot.
Chances. Go on. Go on. Go, go, go.
Oh, Matt.
That looks a foot behind it.
What's the those shots? What's the equivalent in snooker then? Probably what Shaun's that? Darts boys are having a pint, aren't they?
Yeah.
Finally, one on target. Spin back.
Spin.
Rip. Go.
I don't know, but we're having cups of tea.
How many
we're very
darts? Has
disciplined.
anyone hit 6 darts yet?
No.
Really?
At 6?
I'm surprised.
Sorry, that sounds awful. They haven't even had 6. Oh my god.
But with how good they are,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought he'd get 6.
I think it's a
sure if he'd
time
get past
for
the 6.
I thought they'd be
I think
on.
it's when you'd have to walk away and come back
Do you
to
think,
it.
Matt,
That's the problem.
couple
We're
more
gonna have
each
to
and then
clear
clear
some
it?
balls in a minute.
Are they going dart each?
It's getting a bit
Dart for dart.
I know, I
clustered
presume
at the
they're
back
gonna
there.
They're doing a leg, the full 9
Yeah.
yeah. by themselves. Like
That wind's switched now back out the right here. Straightening up a.
That's a great
Oh,
shot.
wait,
Come on, that's good. That looks good. Come on. Come on. Go on. Go on.
It's better clean now.
Oh,
Yeah, there
you
you
might
go.
say,
That was
oh.
the best way. Get on them pitch marks, lad.
By the way,
I'm sure
in
you
the
boys don't
darts,
want to
we
jump
have
in
had
and hit
6
some.
darts.
Ah, you're
Michael
right.
van Gerwen was 6 darts in, missed a dart for the 7th. So yeah.
That's kind of when you start.
It's funny
about,
listening to the guys talking there. You know, Tony Bellew saying, I thought this would be like nailed on almost.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I'd never say nailed on, but obviously the top.
But just the amount, just how far you get into it.
Yeah. I thought there'd be a lot more opportunities, but obviously it's a strange environment for him, isn't it? It's obviously playing in the silence as well. I think it's apart from Pro Tours, which is still different again, and they've taken a while to get going, but they've still got just shy of 20 minutes, and that'll give them a lot more goals than it will with keep harping on. But the snooker obviously are restricted with the setting up. But yeah, I think it's looking like the golf is going to be more likely, isn't it?
Golf definitely looking like the most likely. You can see though Shaun Murphy back to it after coming, well, the closest we'd seen. But he did say to us, didn't he? He was like, I feel sick after that.
Yeah, he actually popped over over at the golf, and he said the break started with a fluke on the red, and then from there it was but he was gutted, wasn't he? And maybe the pressure of Mark Williams in the background going, it's nailed on, he can't fail.
Can't fail. Yeah. Okay, so this. Interesting, but he's just getting on with it, isn't he? I feel like maybe he's actually more determined now.
They really have to get on with it now, don't they? Just
18 minutes. Feeling positive, Shaun?
What's that?
Feeling positive?
Well, I'm still recovering from the...
This is a good response, this.
The utter twitch on the brown about 5 minutes ago. That was horrific, but we've got another chance.
Mark,
I'm keeping quiet this
if it
time.
couldn't fail last time, where are we at with this?
It's not as easy as the last one, but it's a good chance. I'm not gonna say too much this time.
I'll say it, yeah.
After that twitch on the brown.
Switch on the brown, anything could happen.
Oh, wow. 180.
What's the
Good
problems
chance
here
again,
then,
mate. Just one really, that's near the cushion.
This one closest to us here.
Yeah, the one nearest the cushion, the rest. I don't know, he got the ball so perfect. I watched the dart for 2 minutes. He's perfect now.
I feel like you want to get on the dartboard.
Yeah, we'll have to.
This one here, then, that's closest to the
Yeah,
cushion.
this is the-
When is he going to be?
Probably leave it till maybe the last ball. May even try and knock it out. He's got the red over the yellow pockets.
Yes, that won't be a problem up here, the one up here, Mark.
No, that shouldn't be a problem.
Ooh, okay.
That's a bit odd.
Right, what would you be going for here then?
Not sure which one he's played for. One with the pink or the other. I'm not sure which one he's played for. Yeah, I don't know what he's played there.
Snookered.
How can you be on nothing?
So you're constantly playing to make sure you're never in that situation where you...
Yeah, I don't know what he's done there. He could have pretty much done anything there.
What would you do?
I'd have probably played up for this one.
What would you do now then?
Well, I don't think you can hit the red. Can you hit the red?
I can hit the one by the pink, but I can't pot it. I'm going to try and pot it off that one.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Aye, aye.
Oh.
Go on.
Aye, aye.
Wow.
Aye,
Wow.
aye. Oh, no. Can't do that. No,
Wow.
no. No,
Okay.
no.
Oh,
What a shot that is.
Wow.
But if he makes it after that shot, we should give us 2.
That's not a problem, Mark, is it?
No, it's that last red.
Odds now?
That was. Evens.
Oh, we could fail or can't fail yet.
Well, no, he could fail. But he's probably got the last red with the rest, but he's one of the best with the rest. Nearly missed
What
the
will he
red
be?
then.
What will he be looking to do? just
Just
to set himself up
yeah,
for
he
that red,
just
to
play for
find
the
it.
red in the same pocket this black's going with the rest.
Ah.
And this is just one shot and he's...
Yeah, nice.
He wouldn't want any other player playing with the rest to pop this for your life anyway. Yeah.
Here we go.
I hate to say it, he's perfect again.
Okay, it's on. It is on. Don't take your eyes off this.
If he misses now, he's not going to sleep tonight. That's for sure.
Okay, right, it was the brown last time. That was the problem.
They're all a problem at this stage.
No, they're not. Come on.
Oh, deja vu.
It's deja vu, isn't it?
Aim thicker.
Aim thick.
Okay, here we go. Let me just get on with it. You got this, Shaun?
Trying.
Perfect.
The pink and the black left.
Here we go.
It's on.
So
this
relieved.
is it.
I'm so relieved.
You haven't potted yet.
Yes! Shaun Murphy! Well done!
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes!
Thank you.
Quality that, Shaun. Brilliant. Fair play.
I know.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
No, well, you turned up today and you said, yeah, we'll hit at least one each.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've still got time. But, no, I'm absolutely delighted,
Little bit of
obviously.
time.
No, I'm delighted. But especially after
You came so close before.
Totally twitched the brown before. I was just thinking about, it's such a good chance, don't mess it up. And I completely messed it up. I'm very happy with these, by the way. I'm very happy with those.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah.
That red you played is unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm going to watch that red that I doubled up here off
that
that
was
other red.
wicked.
I'm going to watch that for a long
On
time.
repeat, yeah.
On repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your turn now.
Right, let's go again.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with leaving him on.
Well done, Shaun. We'll just get you on the dartboard before we finish as
No
well.
worries.
Just get 2 of the 3.
There's a golf course nearby as well.
Yes, yeah, all right.
Deal break.
Yes, we've got one. 147. That was good, wasn't it? It was all about that red.
Yeah, it was fair play. He was like, I think there's 4 left, and he kind of said, I'm not on any of them, and he called the shot, didn't he?
Yeah,
he called it, to be fair.
Right, let's head down to London, because we actually thought, watching the golf down where Georgie is, that the golf was more likely to happen than any of the others. Georgie, did you catch that? Tell us, you've got a monitor there and you've seen what Shaun's just done.
Oh, wow. Actually, probably aiming for
We
it.
did.
Yeah.
We have got a monitor. We did see Shaun and we applaud him.
We're delighted
what a
for him.
fantastic 147. We're really chuffed for him.
Yeah.
We're also waiting for his helicopter to bring him here so he can have a go at the hole-in-one before the 10 minutes is out, right? I think that's what we're expecting. We're frustrated here. Ross and Matt have been at it for an hour and 50 minutes. And I can't tell you, we've had a ball go over the hole and we've had about 6 or 7 very closes. But the boys are trying to spin it back. Put the ball over the hole and pin it back. And we've got quarter and quarter, I've noticed.
Deflated is the
I don't know whether
term
that's
think you're looking
despair
for.
or just because we're all so captivated by your golf. 10 minutes to go, boys.
Oh, I really want to do this. Oof. Good quality swings. Quality swings.
Tiger, but hurry up. Let's go.
I actually don't know how the boys did it. The 500 golf ball challenge to get a hole in one. I mean, I don't know how many balls we've hit it.
Be good.
Lefties.
We've hit quite a few balls, but
You haven't hit 500 balls, have you?
no, I don't think so.
No.
We can go and count your pitch marks.
Finally,
That's a nice line.
finally,
Good,
one's
that's
got
good.
a chance.
Oh,
Good shot.
Just great shots.
Great shot.
I mean, general normal play, you'd be so happy with 9 out of 10 of these.
That's nice as well, is it? It's right over it.
oh, Matt, that's good.
That was,
Is that?
that was like,
Right, you're in a groove. Come on.
Come on.
Foot away.
yeah.
I've never seen all 3 of you so quiet.
I know.
That should feel like that. Redeem yourself, definitely.
Beautiful. We'll get him to watch us
I
out.
really want them to get it.
Yeah.
I want you both to get one as well. It won't have to be all going to be perfect.
We're going to play a highlights, a
Your
little
adrenaline's
highlights
starting to
reel
kick
of
in.
your 147, okay?
It's kind of
Yeah.
there, but it's kind of not as strong as what it was
in the middle,
after Shaun did his.
Short, Matt.
There's still room there.
Yeah. Good shots.
Good shots.
It's pitching about a foot too far. That's it. I mean, it sounds so easy.
What do we think, Matt? One more each and then clear.
Go on, then.
Come on, honey.
That could be good.
Go on, then.
Come on.
Gave it the love
Please.
back. Oh, go on.
Oh.
We need a bigger hole.
How's your heart doing? Is it all right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nearly got
Dead
that
bird.
bird.
All right, we're going to clear the green,
Okay.
give you guys a breather.
Okay, right, we've still got a little bit of time on the clock. Not long to go, though, so we still might get a hole in one. But one thing we have got is a 147. It's all we've got, actually, so far. Well done. Right, we're gonna take a little look at the highlights, okay? So you talk us through this, because I keep saying it, but you were really positive today when you got here. So it felt like it had to happen, really.
Yeah, well,
you couldn't have left here without it happening.
Like we always talk about playing conditions in snooker, brand new table, brand new cloth, balls, all the rest of it. These reds split perfectly early doors. This was a nice shot to get through the reds, open some more into play. But I was really honing in on the fact that I'd just messed up an even better chance. You can hear Mark commentating in the background, like, you know, and I knew that I was in trouble here. I played to hit the pink here, to leave myself on that red below. Then I've had to play this shot. This was an Alex Higgins shot, up there, square it up, off the cushion, and then off the red.
So good.
Yeah.
You're definitely off the hook for the Miss Brown.
Thanks very much. I feel like I've played myself out of trouble. Under pressure here to get it with the rest. And then after this, I put everything I had. I feel like I've won the world title. I put everything.
Well, you know, it's kind of like that,
shots. Didn't want to repeat at the Brown. It just goes to show that, like, we get 147s in practice, you know, all the time.
But how often?
You know,
because Mark was saying he's hit thousands.
Yeah, and it is
Really?
literally, it is, yeah, you know, and we're practicing them, and, you know, we're doing practice routines to get them. We're trying to get them. But you still get excited. You know, I'm now buzzing. You know, I'll be buzzing for the rest
we're
of
all
the day.
buzzing, yeah. But does this mean that, hold on, does this mean that the 147 is the easiest?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it?
Is that what we've established here?
I can hear the arguments on social media starting. Listen, I think what we have proved is that as a triumvirate, as the three of them, they are all very, very difficult. I think that's what we have proved.
Yeah, we were just saying, you know, with snooker compared to the others, that it's so tough because, well, obviously here we're just aiming to get, you know, the max, but, you know, you just reset then.
Yeah. It's such an alien concept for a player, as I was saying earlier on, not to try and compete with the other guy and not try and tie them up. And, of course, that element of there being someone else trying to do that to you makes the chances of a 147 that much slimmer. But
You've had Mark on your side today.
I've had Mark on my side.
You've been friends.
You know, multiple world champion on my side. I couldn't ask for a better teammate, could I?
Well, no. But also, you are, look, this is well known, you are the only person in the world, as far as we're aware anyway.
Yeah, that can't be right.
No, you've said it before.
There
so
must be someone else. I mean, I haven't canvassed every person on the planet.
I know, but so you hit a 9-darter with Phil Taylor's darts.
I got a set of Phil's darts.
Because they're tricky to throw, I'll be honest.
He sent me a set of his darts following filming of Question of Sport years and years ago as a gift. And yeah, took them down the pub, and like we all used them, they were communal, like. It was one of those pubs that you go in a few weeks later and the darts have been nicked. So yeah, it was an incredible moment. I mean, I wasn't a good darts player. I'm not a good darts player. I used to knock in maybe like regular hundreds and the odd 180. Right. Used to play a couple of nights a week in the pub with some friends. That was all.
Right, did you hear that, guys? He's not even a good darts player and he's got a 9-darter.
No. Listen, I need to hear this. I want to see his throw in a minute to judge if he's lying or not. I need to see his throw.
He'll come.
If he has a throw, then I can see if he can throw yes or no.
I'm going to go back to the snooker.
No. I want to see this. I want to see this.
Shaun,
Don't
well
lie
done.
to us.
Very good. Yeah, we do all want to see it, actually. He'll be over there.
Can you imagine if he goes up there?
Right, we are going to see... We're 2 minutes, just under 3 minutes on the clock now. So snooker, that's going to be incredibly tough to do. By the way, guys, 3 minutes left. You know, people thought a 9 would be the first that we'd see. They thought they would see the most.
They're trying. Don't worry about that.
So the furthest we've got is Michael. You're the furthest we've got. 6 in. 7 in. Yeah, you missed a 7. Yeah, the time's ticking away. Oh, we've got time for another 147. Okay.
Time for one more. From the Welsh potting machine.
Well, the clock's ticking, which is kind of probably adding to the pressure. Yes. Okay, I am told we are getting closer. I know I keep saying it. I know I've been saying it the last 2 hours, but we're getting closer again at the golf. Not with that shot, but let's head back to Georgie.
Another near miss. And this time...
I don't want to see it.
Oh, he doesn't want to see it. Let me bring you up a replay. Matt and Ross are absolutely peppering balls at the green in this last minute and a half. We're even helping dry and clean clubs.
Whilst we're live.
Last 90 seconds.
Come on,
this is it.
Come
Look
on.
at this.
Come on.
Look how clever.
Wow.
It's absolutely extraordinary. Oh, Ross, I can't bear it. And Ross has just stuck another one close. Come on, Matt Wallace. Only takes one shot.
How long we got?
That's right at
Minute.
it as well. That's
Minute
right
and
at it.
15.
No.
There's no ball in the way, though, is there? I don't think.
You've got a minute, guys.
Right
Come on.
again.
Come on,
And
spin left,
arguably,
spin
you
left,
can
spin
only
left,
get
spin
a
left.
hole in one less than a minute.
Only takes a minute.
Oh, my days.
Only takes
Good
10 seconds
tension.
for a hole in one.
Come on.
Come on, Matt. Let's do us proud.
Peppering the pin. "30 seconds, guys."
Oh, gonna have to be rapid fire now.
You can hit whenever you like, just whenever you're ready. 20 seconds.
How's that? Is that close?
15.
Yeah, bit short.
Bit short.
A little bit.
That was
One
on target.
more ball each.
Slightly right of it.
Time's up.
That's
isn't
it, Ross.
Oh no!
Wow.
That's online, is it?
I am. Congratulations, you boys. Absolutely gutted for you.
Devastated.
From just outside London, with Ross and with Matt, Crouchy, Tony, Paddy.
Well done, boys.
We didn't manage a hole in one, but we did entertain, and we've given a greenkeeper a little bit of a headache. Thank you, boys, very much indeed.
Thank you.
Back to you, and let's see if Shaun can get a 9-darter.
Wow. Yeah, you certainly entertained. Yeah, no hole in one then. That is devastating, isn't it? That is gutting for the guys out there. We have had a 147. Time is up at the golf. It is not up yet on the snooker because we're going to let Mark play on for just a moment. Time is up on the darts as well. But now's the time we're going to see.
You do your time. You do your time.
If Shaun Murphy really can throw a 9-darter.
No, they were just saying the time's not out for these guys.
Okay.
They want to try and maximise their time. And Mark Williams is on a 147.
Your time is up. On the dartboard, your time is up. Time is up. No 9-darters. 6 darters. The closest we got. Right, you're coming to have a throw now.
Come on, have a throw, have a throw.
Are these your darts?
That's my darts, yes. Is this your cue?
It is. What happens if I hit a 180 here? Which obviously isn't going to happen. What actually does happen?
What did you say?
Then you believe it.
Yeah.
What? Wait.
I think what he tried to do is after the first one, try styling out.
Okay, right. Well,
Have
that
another
was
throw.
a little warm up.
9 practice darts. That's the
9
How many
practice
do you
darts.
guys get?
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Well, on the stage we get 9.
9.
Just follow that first dart,
Have a look at this roll there. I want to see you two play against each other.
but
isn't it?
slightly higher.
You would be. You would. I'm like.
So, but how? Where was it where you hit the 9-dart? I would like to know this story.
know.
It was in his local club, and they were with Phil Taylor's
You
darts.
over treble 20 there?
Was it 301 or 101? Serious, yeah, fair play to you if you do.
Do you want to go?
Not really. Why?
Not really, yeah. He gets closer.
Mark's it a few
Mark's-
troubles. I was practicing it earlier.
And an 11 dart.
I reckon you're better than my darts, Mark.
Yeah, you're not
That's what you threw earlier, Mark.
No,
you
he's light, but he threw him a bit.
Come on, Emmy, Neil. Let's have a game.
Okay.
Come on,
501 down between Shaun and Mark.
I need someone to mark it.
Yeah. They're better than
We'll remember.
You've got a snooker cue for us.
I'll keep him there.
One sec, I'm going to hit one. One sec.
Whose cue's this?
Which darts can I use?
Yours, I won't. Is it alright if I have a shot?
Yeah, go on.
I'll make
This is
sure.
talking.
Yes, sir.
Were you sharing
Look
these
if I can
darts?
hit one. Bowl. Just one.
No,
Just one.
we're
Just
gonna
one.
share
No,
these if you
don't
want.
set them up. I'm not going for this one
Wanna
because I
share
will
these?
miss it.
Go on, go for it.
Is this the start?
doesn't
Is that
matter.
started? Or are these practice
You go
darts?
nearest the ball.
Come on, Em.
I'm so crap.
He's the ball.
Oh, you've made it even pop. Look how hard you've made that for me.
Right, we'll just let them play it out and just see what happens. But I mean, one thing that is for certain, because we were just
What a shot,
the
what a
main
shot.
aim
Black,
of today, we were
black
trying
them
to
all.
establish
Play
which
for
is harder: a 9-darter,
Yeah, I
a
never-
147, a hole in one. I don't know if we can say that a 147 is the easiest, but it is the only thing we've seen today.
Yeah, it's certainly not
A
easy.
hole in one, they came incredibly close. So
Yeah.
maybe 9-dart is the hardest because the furthest they got was 6 darts.
Yeah, they struggled today. I stand by, but it's so time consuming as well. There's a lot of pressure on there. But credit to Shaun, obviously, particularly what happened in the previous frame with the Miss Brown. So yeah, fair play. But they're all really difficult, and we've established that today. But it was the day for snooker, wasn't it?
It was the day for snooker. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. We'll let you know who the winners are of those tickets to come and see the World Championship final. Obviously not long to go until the darts get started. We will let you know as well who wins in a match between Mark Williams and Shaun Murphy, and also in a game of snooker as well between Luke Humphries and Michael van Gerwen. But if you didn't already know, I think this is where we've ended up. All three are just incredibly hard, aren't they? But thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.